good evening, or afternoon, or whatever it may be for you, wherever you are. Hello, Jacques. Hello. Oh, there's a lot of new people. Hi, everyone. Um, thank you. We've just been I think at least a couple person at. I think it was just Night Margin. Yeah, you can probably recognize some of the some of the sounds probably if you've ever used FL Studio. This is just some random tracks. Hello, and thank you to all the new people who just followed. By the way, holy crap, there's a lot. There's a Japanese user from 15 hours ago, and then Tarsith, Horse Sauce 69, Narrator, Charcoal Jackal, Smanky, Memoirly, Night Margin, Ilidna, Uxie, Jice. Thank you all. Very, very kind. Hey, hi. Was meaning to follow earlier, honestly. Oh, well, no worries. Okay, so let's get it going. I got it here. I'm gonna turn the music off now. This is the end of this one anyway. Play more on maybe like a BRB or something. This is. So I assume that most people here are familiar with at least, if not this game, then at least Yume Nikki. Whoa, hold on. Okay, I have to do the Alt-Enter thing, and now I have to resize everything. No worries, this is just a part of the. Whoa, holy shit! It's just a part of the process. Okay, let's get that full screen again. Hi, Hado. Here, I can make the chat big today because I don't have to fill most of it with the game. I can actually have the chat like visible to me today. So this is Answered Prayers. This is a Yume Nikki fan game. Oh my god, this is the most viewers I've ever had. Well, thank you, and hello all of you. Hello. Yume Nikki is a RPG Maker game. It is a So Yume Nikki is a homebrew game that someone named Kikiyama made a long time ago, and it's my favorite game. It's a lot of people's favorite game. It seems to have resonated with a lot of people. It's a game about a girl who will not leave her room for some reason, and you can sleep and you can have dreams, and your dreams are the game, and you can wake up at any time. It's one of those sorts of experiences. It's a very cool game. It's a very slow-paced game, and it's not like a game where a lot of things happen. It's more about you get out of it what you want to get out of it. I really love that about it. It's inspired a lot of fan games, and what do you know? I made one. I was inspired by the original, by .flow, and by 2Key the most, but there were a lot of other fan game makers on this board called Yuboa-chan. And that's where I got the idea, because they had a whole board for it. They had a whole board on Yuboa-chan for making your own fan game. So I decided to make one. It took a couple iterations, and it's not done. So I remember someone earlier was saying, like, I never finished one. Hey, neither did I. Hi, Rez. So is the volume okay? Is the volume okay? And can you see everything? Is it all nice? I'm resizing a couple things still. Hang on. Just resize that. Okay, cool. Alright, child, what are you running away from? And then here are the game's instructions. This is a nod. All of this is basically an homage to Yume Nikki, as I was saying a minute ago. So this is a fan game. There will be many things that are very similar, and I'm sure most of you played it, so I don't need to say that. But let's take a look. We are a girl named Florette. And all we we can do is view the guide. And yeah, pretty much this is also an AMA. It's just, you know, whenever you have a question, you feel free to ask it. There's a thing for it actually, but you don't necessarily have to spend those. If you ask a question and I see it, I'll probably answer it. But if you really want me to answer it, then you can also just do those little things with the points. I don't really care. It's up to you, really, you know. All right, so we've come to this shrine. Let's go inside, I guess. All right. So, let's see, can't leave. No, I have nothing to reflect on yet. One thing I always like to tell the fan game community, says Narrator, is if you feel bad for how long it's taken to update your game, remember Kikiyama has never taken even longer than you have, still hasn't updated. That's right. Yumi Nikki still isn't completely updated, is it? The full disclosure about that voice is that it's mine. I'm just an audio wizard. So, oh, okay, so, yeah, so if you pray at the shrine, you enter the spirit realm. There is, but I never got around to actually adding it to the game. So there's not really anything you can find in the game. You know, I know there's a lot of discussion probably, but I am sorry to say that it's not in the game yet. There's nothing in the game yet to indicate what's really going on here. There's clues, you know, and I know what it is, but it's just like I never actually added it. And it's going to end up being a story for something else now. I don't think I'll be returning to... this is the newest version, whatever the newest version was. Like, point something. And the newest version is, of course, you know, the one you can download to. It's just whatever the newest one was on the website. I just downloaded that. I can go back later if people want and play some of the older versions, because I know one of them had the debug room and there was a lot of goofy stuff you could do in there. I had a lot of stuff there for testing out areas or prayers. Aw, thank you, Narrator. It's well, that came from stuff I would have typed on my Tumblr a long time ago, so it's kind of, sort of, it might be canon, but none of it's confirmed. I won't confirm any of it, I'm sorry. So here we are in the Nexus. We prayed at the shrine, and we seem to wake up in an alternate version of the shrine, and here we are, and it's sunny out. It's not raining anymore, and I don't know if we can go back. I don't think you can go back. The background of this game is going to have a place in the world I'm building, yeah. So there are actually things that would be spoilers for other stories. But I can tell you some things. Can I turn up my mic a little bit? Yes, I can actually. Sorry in advance, I don't have a good mic. I just have the headphones. The background ambience, it's just cicadas. Okay, so hold on. There's a hair on my screen. Okay. I'll let you guys decide which door should we start with. Will Floret ever return to any of your newer works, Easter egg or as an actual side character? Possibly both. I don't know. Both are possible. I like the character. Bottom left. Okay. I think bottom left was suggested first. I think that's, yeah. I'll do that one next. This world has an interesting kind of a history to it. It was red originally. Actually, Nata is just the currency in this world. I was kind of dumb, and I just went ahead and used my own like world lore for my own world for this game, and so of course no one would know what it was because I had never done anything else with it. So it probably will never make sense, or it will, but only years down the line or something. This item, it's those you know, those sandals, those Japanese sandals that are just like a block of wood. I really like them, and I always thought it was really funny how that character in, like, I think it's Princess Mononoke or something, he can like run really fast on the tall ones. So it's kind of like a reference to that. Yeah, the earlier versions of this game, this room was red, and I think it had some like spooky thing in the background. Is this pointing up? Not really, no. I think that's just the arrow. It's just like those like umbrella arrow things. I'm such a weeb. I actually did own a pair of Gaeta once. And they were kind of hard to walk in, but they were kind of fun too. Where's that one thing around here? Ever since I changed this world, it's actually really hard to find now, at least for me. Oh, we're back at the entrance. Yep. So, oh, I don't know. Oh, there it is. Here's the famed glitch world. Mostly a mistake. Mostly, actually, the result of experimenting with graphical software and finding out what the sharpen tool does. This is one of the first worlds I ever made, and it's you know, it's very simplistic, and I kind of still like it. You did? I might have heard it, actually. Hey, here's the arrow. So actually, since this spawned, let's do this. This is a very rare world that I don't even know if everyone's found. It's cool that we found it on the first try there. We got the arrow. Oh, we got the arrow road here. Yeah, a lot of people never find this one. This is one of the lesser known ones. These guys don't hurt you, but you can stop them, I think, if you're in their way. Yep. You can probably cause havoc here. Is this one not even in the wiki? I don't know. Yeah, and little dude's here. You think I would remove him? Anyway, yeah, this. I didn't really spend a whole lot of time on this world, but it's been here since I think. I don't know what version of the game. It might only be in this version of the game, actually. I might have only added it in the last one. Where'd he go? Oh, okay. Yeah. I think he hasn't changed ever, other than becoming green. He was red originally. Yeah, the little dude that follows you around. Let me just block traffic here. Like, he can block it too. That's great. Yeah, that's all that's in this world. It's just these rows of arrows that go really fast. I made the song, and I wanted to make a world for the song. And, I don't know. I figured I had tried something like almost like a Frogger type setup before. Obviously, you don't have to avoid them. It's just, yeah. There's the art that I did for it. It's like a painting with texture over it to make it look all viney and grassy and stuff. Where's the door? There's my little dude again. Just follow me around. I don't think he'll follow you anywhere except for in this room. Oh, and then that just leads you out, actually. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That always is really flattering to me, considering how good some of them are. I mean, look at how much work went into like .flow and Tukey. Are you sure you've played those ones? Because I think those ones are better. But hey, I mean, I'm not telling you your opinion's not right. I'm just let's go back to the glitch world because I actually had stuff I want to do there. I'm shocked and I'm flattered. Thank you. I'm always shocked just because there's very little here. It's a pretty short game. You'll see. I'll be done with it in no time. The graffiti in Wataris worlds in Yumi-Tukey. You know, I should play more Tukey. In fact, I should stream more Tukey because I love Tukey, and I know that many people work on that one, right? There's multiple creators. What is this? Oh, that takes you back out. Hang on. There's someone in here I have to find. Where is it? The glitch world. There's the arrow again. I guess it's more common than I thought. Oh, there it is, there it is. Come here. There we go. My buddy here. Most people probably know this already, but this is a reference to Boards of Canada. Chroma Key Dreamcoat. It's just the name of the song, so I came up... I'm not referencing anything with the code, it's called Chroma Key, so I figured I would make it like, you know, like your code is a green screen, you know. Oh yeah, these guys scream. They're suffering or something. This world is so old, I'm not exactly sure what the concept was here, other than it's like a glitched out place. And that's probably generally what it is. You know. But it still has a charm to it, feeling kind of like a broken place or whatever. I don't know if it connects to anywhere else. I think that's it. BOC hype. Oh, I wish there was BOC hype. I would love new BOC. Boards of Canada. Border in Canada. What's this guy? Answering prayers instead of answer. Hey, no worries. The title of Answered Prayers is a reference to a song. It's David Sylvian. I was originally going to play that on the opening, and maybe I'll play it on the ending. I just didn't want the stream to get muted or anything, just in case that's like copyrighted. And then I didn't want portions of the audio to get cut that weren't that. Then, you know, like I don't know. I don't know how it works. Broken world to get lost in. I mean, that is the goal of these games, is to kind of get lost in them. That's why I can't really say how long this stream will go on for, I guess. If you drew fan art back in the day when there wasn't a lot of fan art, chances are very good that I saw it. And thank you so much, because I love all of the fan art everyone has ever done of this game, and I'm surprised there is so much. I don't even know what to say. It's crazy. I can't believe it. I can't believe how much there is. It's so cool. Oh yeah, you get to see what the game is like now. Yeah, if you got to see the development shots. This world, this was meant to be kind of like an inverse of that one in Yuminiki that's like puddles, because it was like really dark. So here's like a really bright world with reddish skies, but you can't really see them. You just see them in the puddles. This is an area that I think I drew first, and then I modeled it after the drawing I did. This is one of those like points where it'll yeah, if you go through that, it'll change. Marmalade World. Yeah, you could call it that. Yeah, it could be Orange Julius in there. I don't know. Yeah, I know how you feel about the old art hurting to look at. I'm gonna turn off the Geta. They make things too quick now. I want to move slower through this environment. So this guy says that. Yeah, there was going to be a kind of villain in this game. That's not a spoiler for anything else. I can say that since I'm not planning on finishing this. There was going to be a sort of boss, and she was going to attempt to like get you out of here, basically. And you would find out why, and the why is really more of a spoiler for other things than the how. But yeah, there is going to be basically, like, you know, like an evil spirit that is kind of like the big bitch here. You know, the head honcho. The operator symbol, yeah. I'm glad people noticed that one. Yeah, these characters with the little legs, they're inspired by this whole game is basically just like a love note to a bunch of the artists and stuff that I loved at the time. There was an artist called ASGR. They're still active. It's a Japanese artist. They don't post as much of their art as they used to, I'm guessing because it's probably like NDA stuff. But they drew this really dystopian cyber world with all these girls that were like, you know, they would always be like half nude and like machine parts and stuff. So like that was the whole deal with that. I just thought that was so cool, that whole world that they drew. And yeah, I kind of like, that's kind of like a reference to that, I guess. This city this was a pretty fun place to make. The Shrine Maidens are some of my favorite walkers. They're so spooky. Is walkers the general term for that type of character in these games? For like the Torrenningen like chasers, yeah. Chasers, walkers, yeah, either way. That's funny, I never heard that one before. What's this? Anything over here? No, that's a dead end. It's an alley. Ah, yes, this. Okay, I'm not going to go here yet, because this leads you to the maze, which is an area that I feel like I could have executed a lot better. It always did need a lot of work, and we'll go to that later, because there's not really much. Whoa, what? Oh, someone screams in there if you do that. I forgot that. There's not a whole lot to do in there, and it really, at this point, all it does is connect certain areas. It doesn't. There's nothing story related you can really do in the maze as of now, as far as I can remember. I'll need to play an older version of the game because there's an event you could do with this character here to repair these shoes that I'm wearing right now. Actually, before this was something else. This was going to be something else, where you find the halo and you find the wings and you get to make like the angel prayer, and that would let you do something. I'll need to play an older version so you guys can see the one where you the underwater lab area. I'll definitely go there. I'm going to go everywhere. I'm going to try and visit every part of the game. And I'm sorry in advance if I miss anyone's comment. Okay, there's this girl here. This guy, he's got sad guitar strum. The bartender here makes a little noise if you press the button on him. You gotta listen though. Sandwich hype. Yep, we got the food. So now we know how to eat food now. It's not as big as the picture indicated, unfortunately. Here we go. The best prayer. Flora eats the sandwich. Rusted luck. Never-ending sandwich. Yeah, exactly. It's like a fantasy never-ending sandwich. Like you take a bite and you look down. No bite has been taken. Eat it all day. Endless sandwich. Yeah, it's not even the first bite. It's always like that good bite, like 2 or 3 bites in, where you start to get like all of the meat and condiments and everything. It's that bite every time. Like you get just the right crunch of the pickle. No, it never spoils. I don't know. I'm just making this up as I go. It's just I don't know how this would work actually. Since this world is mostly abstract in nature, you know, who knows how it all works. This is supposed to lead you back and forth between the... Wait, no, wasn't there something else I can do in the city? Hang on, before I go out there, there's something else in here, right? How do I get to it? Wait, no, I have to... Here we go. Yeah, I knew there was something. I forgot about this place. I forgot about the apartments. I forgot about all this. I mean, I'm remembering it now. Oh, hi. The bored Chimiko. Bored, awkward Chimiko. This area is semi-new. Yeah, I think I might have had it in an earlier version where you couldn't do anything here. Oh, let's go slow. There's no reason to rush. All these are locked. None of these ever had anything behind them. Or do they? Let's see, I don't remember now. Now that I'm second guessing myself. I could have hidden something behind traffic cone. There are assets that I don't think I ever ripped any assets directly out of Yuminiki, but there are assets that I'm like, I saw how Kikiyama drew them, and I was like, okay, I'm going to draw it the same way. Or like I saw how like Flo drew them. That's also my voice. Yeah! Time to jam. Yes. But what happened to him and why he's here, I can't type. Cough jam. I tried to pick chords that would sound good in any order. Please change the name of the Twitch. Hi, Burnix. What's wrong with the Twitch name? What is it right now? It should be, what does it say right now? Streaming art? Oh, am I still streaming art? Well, no, I have to be. There's no answered prayers. It's the only one I can choose. What does it say now? It says streaming art and, I don't know. I can't tell. I don't know how the internet works. I don't know how computers work. Where am I? Anyway. Let me get out of the room. It's like the closest thing I could think is like, yeah, it's like I'm streaming my old art, basically. I'm looking at an old art project. Coughing. My favorite instrument, says narrator. Let's go back. It is it's Yume Nikki fan game that I made a long time ago. It's my old game. It's an ancient game. It's a rusty around the edge, you know. It's a bit rusty around the edges, if that is the phrase. I made it in 2010 to 2011-ish, and then I added little bits and pieces through 12 and 13. And I haven't really worked on it in years and years and years and years now. It's been so long. I don't plan to continue this game, as in this RPG Maker game. I don't plan to continue this. But Florette, this shrine, and all of this stuff has a place in the world I'm building, if that makes any sense. So it won't be the end of all this. It'll just... I won't be adding more versions of this game here. But that doesn't mean there won't be a game or story or something with Florette in it, because that's still the world I'm working on. I think that was supposed to go 2 ways originally, but it does not now. I think that was supposed to be a shortcut that you unlock after finding it, but apparently it doesn't, because I don't know how to get back now, so whatever. Oh, here's a Chimiko. Expanded cinematic universe. So, well, what it is that I'm working on a comic, and have been since about 2013 or so, and it's I've almost got enough to print the first book of it. And it's called Homunculus, and a lot of the themes and a lot of the imagery you might see in this game you might find in that comic as well. Got these nice symbols in the ice here. Yeah, I'm hoping to print it. That's the goal anyway. I might have to do like a Kickstarter or something for it. Okay, I'm going in circles now. I'm looking for something here. This is one of the first worlds I made, by the way. Here, I'll go a little slower here. So I've had people interpret this world in a lot of different ways. Yeah, there's a Yuboa hidden in this world somewhere. I can find it. I think this might be it down here. No. Nidex says I'll back that Kickstarter so fast. Thank you. Thank you. I have not printed anything myself really. I've used those like print services where you just like upload stuff and then you tell them like how much profit you want. But then, like, adding your own profit makes them really expensive, so I never really did. So I never really made any money off of those. Yuboa is right here. This is Yuboa right here. See, there's his face. It's just like a little. Okay, yeah, I'll check it out, Burnix. So there's Yuboa right in front of the trees here. This area here, the forest, I don't really care for. I don't know. I don't think it turned out the way I wanted it to, and I didn't really finish it either. There's almost nothing here except for the true shrine, which is the actual, like, I don't know how to explain it, like, you know, like the real shrine, sort of like the place that isn't even in the real world anymore. The actual sublime part of the shrine. I had to download some kind of VST to make this song. I had to download like a Koto VST. Turned out okay, actually. The sound is not too bad. The quality of that sound. Kogasa prayer. Yep, yeah, we got the Kogasa here. We got the Karakasa. I always love those. Give me a little. That's also my voice. almost every vocal sample in the entire game, except for like the one of like the girl laughing. You'll see that's obviously not me, but like, you know, the ones that probably could be me are me. That's one. Most of the other ones are from Freesound. I think everything in the game comes from Freesound, sound effects wise. There was going to be more to that area eventually. The shrine was going to have many parts. Oh, this is something I'm not sure if everyone saw, because I don't know how long it was in the game for. If you talk to this spider here, it takes you to this this screen of a snowy sunflower field here, which is just sort of like, it's like that kind of like that painting I did once. But also I just really wanted to include that area, but I didn't really have time to do the area properly. I wanted to have a whole sunflower area. So that might have been original art, depending on which art you're thinking of, because I made a painting of that area with her standing in it, and then eventually I added to the game. So it was a painting first, but I wanted to add a whole area, a sunflower area. Yeah, I can go back there again and listen to the music a little bit. Where'd that spider go? Gotta hunt it down. Come here. Good. There we go. This was a song, yeah, I made this song for the game kind of late in development, and I wanted to include it somewhere, so that's kind of why I made this area, was to show off this song, I believe. Yeah, I bet a lot of people avoided the spider initially until they probably got the item that acts as a weapon. And then maybe they might have found that instead of killing it, if they talk to it, they, you know, take shit of it. I tried not to make Answered Prayers feel too dangerous and dark. That wasn't really the point of it. I wanted it to be a little ominous like Yume Nikki was, but I never felt Yume Nikki was a super, super dark game, although I guess it is. If you take the full context of its story into account. But actually, I'm not going to spoil Yume Nikki for anyone who hasn't played it, so, because I know at least one friend of mine might be watching, and they have not played it. So, and for anyone else, just Yume Nikki is a great game to play on your own without knowing anything, and to see what you find just playing it that way. Here's something interesting. This little room here. You can really disrupt traffic here. This is another one of those little like one-off rooms. Just loops. You can go left and right, and this girl will always be here. There's nothing to do here really. Oh, thank you. The remix? Well, this song is... Wait, what remix? What? Oh! What am I thinking of? I couldn't really find much in Yume Nikki when I went blind into it. I could probably only find about half the effects, and I had to look up the other half. But I had a lot of fun, and even the ones that I had to look up, it was still really hard to find them, because it was like, okay, where did they go? What? Where is that? You know, and it was still like stumbling my way through it. It was kind of the equivalent of like finding your way through a new city, and you have the map app open on your phone, but that doesn't mean you know where the fuck you're going. And that was kind of the way I felt playing Yume Nikki with a guide. You know, like the second half of Yume Nikki where I needed a guide and I couldn't actually find any more shit on my own because it was just too obscure. There's a lot of neat little glitches in that game that I don't think I would have ever found on my own. Glitches or you know, Easter eggs, I should say. I did not play the 3D Yume Nikki reimagined game. I don't mind playing it sometime. I'm just definitely not going to be expecting it to be like holding up a candle to the original. Yume Nikki and a few fan games like LCD EM are great just to zone out to, like ambient music. Yeah, they can be ambient music but holding an arrow key. I like to think of these games as a place I like to go to like take a walk and to clear my head, sort of, and you know, occasionally have some existential thoughts or you know, deep thoughts. Where's that goddamn barrel? Also, sorry that I tend to swear a lot. Try not to swear so much. It's a bad habit. Dream Diary doesn't exist. I mean, it does. It's just like not canon. It's a, you know, it's like a spin-off. It was always going to have to be a spin-off because you can't just like like be like, okay, it's like this now, you know. But I haven't played it, and I don't really have anything against it existing or anything. I just, yeah, a fan game, except it got, you know, like full, got like a kind of like a budget. I heard it was good on its own merit, sort of. I don't know. Where is that barrel? Okay, I'm gonna now exercise my right to just leave. So you press 9 and you wake up. You go into like a, I don't know. I didn't know what it should be. I didn't know if you should pinch yourself or what. How do you get out of like a astral projection state? We'll save it here. It's just, I don't know, the original Yume was always free, and it's still my favorite game. So if you're considering buying the other one, you should at least play the free one first. What else do we have? Did I show off all the ones I have? I've got the food, the tall sandals, I've got the chroma key. Caracasa is, you know, of course, the obligatory, like, really slow prayer. That's cool, but it wouldn't make sense if you moved around at normal speed with only 1 foot. So, clunk. Oh yeah, and every time you switch to a new prayer, you get a new portrait for Florette. So see, we got the Caracasa one here, and it does say it in really tiny text up there, I think, as best as I could. Maybe. I can't actually read any of that. It's supposed to. Yeah, let's see, that shows her invisible. The guitar. Oh yeah, look at those string things. The sandwich one has a little heart, because it's good. Also, I think it just says food. Like, that does not say sandwich. I'm pretty sure that's just food. There was there's more too. There was going to be one. There's going to be a whole bunch of prayers. I should show you guys the list of all the prayers I was going to make eventually. There was going to be like at least 25. How to get out of astral projection? Slap your own face. Yeah, that's what it should be. If I were to ever like make a different version of this, you just. Let's go to this world because we haven't gone here yet. And this, personally, this is my favorite world to start in. This is if I was just going to play this casually, just to kind of like assess how it was going, just do a test play, look for bugs. This is always the world I would start in, just because I really love this world. It was like a happy accident that it turned out this way. Nope, Florette has pretty much always looked this way. I think I made this sprite directly just like this, and this was the character design. This was the first step of the character design process. I think I just straight up like went for a recolor of, you know, the Meadows-Key sprite, like most of them do. And it ended up like this. The lore and everything came after, and the reason for the designs on her coat and the designs on her brother's coat is all related to that. It's a special color of green that does things. This door, here, I'll go to this door later. That's a later area. Let's go to, what is that? There's a ladder up there. There was a point where you could go up on top of that landmass. I don't know if you can anymore. I don't think you can. Yeah, it's all related to that city. That city that she sees in this world is a projection of a real city. Yeah. Alright, so here we are in the underwater world. A lot of people have said this is their favorite one. This is another one of my favorite ones. Got the ghosts of sea creatures here. Nope, only their ghosts. The background panorama is really small for this one. It's just like a little tiny... I think it's one of the default RPG Maker ones, or did I make it myself? I can't remember. It's just a little blue square with bubbles in it. And it just works so well. Oh yeah, the event here. I don't remember how to activate the event now, because it's different. I played it the other day and it doesn't happen automatically anymore. I remember I added something where you have to, how long did those sprites take to make for the ghosty animals? Oh, very little time. They're like flat color, and they're only transparent because I just clicked the transparent button in RPG Maker. Game design. I'm not a programmer. Yeah, there's nothing else in here, but I always like this room. This room is heavily inspired by a room from Myst, actually, one of my favorite games. There's a place in Myst where you're in a ship and you go underwater, I think, and it's like really dark. But there's like a like a desk in there. Nothing happens in there. It's just this atmosphere of being like in a dark underwater lab or office or something. The actual design of this area was probably influenced by the seabed area from Phantasy Star. Different atmosphere, but I think the visual language might be a little similar there. Did you ever release the soundtrack for this game? I didn't. I could, in fact. Oh yeah, I forgot. Since I hit the other thing, this guy now takes me out here. I have a bunch of tracks that I made for the game and never used, but they're just little ambient loops, so it's not like they're like this. I would have to like loop them together, and I don't know. I could like put it on Bandcamp or something someday. It's just there's not much there. Oh, thank you for the follow. Thank you all the new people who have followed. Oh, and thank you Picky Channel for hosting me. I don't know what this is, this statue thing here, but it looks cool. It actually looks like one of my my deer people. It was made long before I ever came up with the idea for them, so that's kind of interesting. This design with the horns, with the orb in the middle of the horns. This might have been one of the first times I ever drew that. So I guess I had that on the brain for a while before actually making it anything. The deer have always been here, that's right. Oh, thank you for saying the graphics in this game look polished. They always look really rough to me, but that's just because I know what I'm capable of. Become a squid. This doesn't do anything, but this was originally it was an Ikamusume kind of squid. It's not Ika anymore. I should have just kept it like that. I don't know why I changed it. I guess I was worried about like, oh no, it's too obvious. But it was cute, so I should have just. But I like this too, though. See, it's hard to choose. It's kind of cute too with the little like hair tentacles. This is another area that was going to lead somewhere and didn't. There's so many dead ends in this game. I'm sorry. I kind of like this version of the squid, actually. Just a little, like... almost like a jelly. Jelly squid. I can see why this area would remind someone of LCD DEM, because that one had kind of, like, soft... I remember that that had a lot of, like, soft landscape sort of areas in it. Kind of like smooth, softer landscapes than you might typically see in like an RPG Maker game. I liked that one. I didn't play it till later on though. I didn't play it till like quite a bit after it had been like out and people had been talking about it, and then I finally got to sit down and play it. The ones I really remember are the ones that I started out with, like, 2Key or whatever. I don't know how much of 2Key even is the way it was when I last played it. Because I last played it so many years ago, and I know it's still being made, so it's like, what is it like now? Or is it done now? I don't know. Okay, so this, don't worry, nothing happens here yet. I don't know when things do happen here. Even if you go back, I don't think it happens, so you have to do something before he'll wake up on you. But I got a key now. Can't use it. I don't think 2Key will ever be done so long as there are people willing to add to it. Right? Because isn't that how that game works? It's people on 2channel? Just like collaborating, kind of. Swirly box symbol, actually. Oh, it's based on, like, how like a lot of old temples and shrines in the East have like it's not like the swastika like you and I think of it. It's like the ancient version, like the cuneiform one or whatever, and it's always upright. It's never at an angle. and it means like infinity and auspiciousness, and it's like this very spiritual symbol, and I always thought it was really beautiful, so that was kind of what that's meant to be. And that's kind of it. It's just, I mean, it's not exactly the same thing. It's kind of like more of like its own thing, like a vortex. But it's inspired by that, like that traditional, like good fortune swastika, not the other one. But I wouldn't use that symbol again nowadays, to be honest. If I were to remake any of this, I would just change all of that just to avoid confusion. better, yeah. Let's just not even like take a chance with that. This little area leads you to the maze. Let's go to the maze. Let's do it. I'm probably only going to come here once because there's not really anywhere you can go, but I can at least tell you a little bit about the maze while we're here. And no, I don't know how to navigate the maze. I don't really know where I'm going. I'm just going to guess. So, the maze. It was meant to be kind of like the midway point of the game where the early game areas connect to the later game areas. And there was going to be a certain couple things you had to do before you could progress past the maze. Because there's like 3 or 4 worlds that connect to the maze. And then like... Oh, fuck, I'm back where I started. It's supposed to look kind of like almost like energy or digital or something. But it's kind of hard to look at. And I personally, when I play it, I actually have to like defocus my eyes or else they'll start hurting. Because it's not pleasant to be in here for a long time. And I guess it was never supposed to be, but I'm sorry that it's so excessively unpleasant. This is one thing I would probably change. You can change its color. That's what I'm trying to go do right now. Oh wait, hold on. Here's a new blob. Okay, we'll come back here. No, we've already been there. So we'll do this now. There's an angry Chimiko there. Let's see where she takes us actually if we get caught by her. Let her take a bite out of my face. Okay, we're in like the warped apartment complex. The corrupted one. Just like the buildings are just like little strands of metal. This could have been a continuation of the, like this design with like the weird like half buildings there could have been a continuation of the apartment block area. Let's get out of here. Yeah, if I were to redo the game, I would definitely change a lot of things. But the maze would be a chief one that I would work towards improving upon because I'm not happy with it. We're back. Let's go get the Phantom. Actually, I forgot to get the Phantom Prayer while I was there. 3D Unity remake. Ah, no, probably not. Oh yeah, you have to swing the swing first, yeah. There you go. And then she laughs, and then you can go get the thing. Yep. And she'll laugh even more. The Phantom is cool. It's my meta mod. Looks better when you do it somewhere where you can see the whole sprite. Very happy with that animation, like the smeared eyes. Oh, the Phantom art too. Oh, and we haven't seen the what one was it? Tentacles? She has little like. That's what it was gonna be. She was gonna be more like just like little like squid floret, but it just ended up being those little pixel lines. If I were to do it again, the tentacles would be more like they'd look like she was sort of flopping around on them rather than just sort of like swimming in the air like this. Although this is kind of funny too. This makes her look more like a jellyfish or something. I think what I did was I went bleh, and then I sped it up. What else we got? Let's play some tunes. Let's go to the snow again with my guitar. The snow area was my favorite in Yuminiki, so it follows that the first area I would make in Answered Prayers would be the snow area. Although I think the first area I made was the red area, which is now the green area. I don't really have a name for that one. Oh, that, we'll go to that. Yeah, we haven't been there yet. We haven't even been into that door yet. Well, let me get the thing. Actually, no, let's go. Let's go get that. We'll do that first. I've been here already. Oh, wrong button. Hold on. This works too, I guess. Okay. It's for good luck or something. Okay, so this is an area that never quite worked the way I wanted it to. This is the machine area, mechanical area, whatever you want to call it. So the idea was that those gears, first of all, would not be cropped so badly, and that the colors wouldn't be so jagged. But I could probably do this better now with the technology that's available now. 3D rendering shit was really primitive, so I had to just sort of make the gear and then line it up with the other gears and animate them, and then take a play blast of it, like a render of the gears. But then some of them were cut off, and it never stretched right in the RPG Maker, and I never figured out how to get it, and I just kind of gave up. But ideally, those gears would, they would look nice, and they would be all not cropped badly, and you get the idea, and the colors wouldn't be like changing and shit. It's just yeah, it was meant to be basically just like a giant, just like abyss of gears forever. That was just the joke with it, or not the joke, the premise of it. Looks kind of cool if you stand here and look at them just turning behind the grating. Someone didn't notice. Good then. That's good for me if you never noticed. I guess that means that it was effective in conveying the... I just think it looks better from here because you can't see the bad cropping. You just see the cool like gears moving. I think I overthink my games. Wait, no, this is it. This is the 99 Rooms. 99 Rooms it's probably still up. It's a Flash art project made by, I think, a couple of German artists and sound designers and stuff. And it's like you click through these industrial warehouses and graffiti moves and things change, and like there's buttons that cause weird sounds to happen. Like you find like the way out, and it's sort of a game, but it's more like an experience. And this was going to have some of that energy. I guess it does, but it was going to have more of that energy. The inspiration for the machine world was I just love machinery and industrial shit. I love gears. And I wanted to see if I could do it. That was the main, the description of the shovel is for dirty work. The shovel is the knife of this game. And by that I mean it is the object with which you can destroy other NPCs. Leading to us to question about, who is Florette? Why did she come here anyway? Why would she do that? Let's see. Oh, I like how it splashes when you walk through the blood. The guy in the window scared the crap out of me so much that I left the game quickly after saving. She is here to dig a grave. Do I have the rusty key? I do. Yeah, that lets you get back into the shop here. Kind of a nice little shortcut. I was hoping for more of those little interconnected points throughout the game. I would like the game to be a big web. Why is this here? I remember drawing this, but I don't remember why I put it there of all places. I think maybe it'd just be telling you that you need to go down. because the room below is the Game Boy room. Hold on, I'll go there in a moment. The Game Boy world has gone through a lot of iterations in its day. What is this? Oh, just another one of these light switches. Yeah, there's probably a lot of things in this game that aren't really anything, and they're just there. They're aesthetic. Alright, Game Boy time. Eventually, Floret was going to have a whole new design here, you know, like kind of like in the FC world in Yuminiki. We got the little transitions for the Game Boy. So the music in the Game Boy world is not actually 8-bit. This is the weird trivia about the Game Boy world. There's probably a lot of weird trivia about the Game Boy world. It is not 8-bit, and it was not made in any normal music maker. I actually used the org maker that came with Cave Story. Like, straight up. Oh shit, he's here! Well, I have to do this now. Here's missing no joke. Remember Windows XP? that doesn't show up very often, so... Yeah, I used org maker to make all the 8-bit stuff because I didn't really know how chiptunes worked at the time. I didn't know anything. I just wanted to make music that sounded kind of like it was from the Game Boy. I need to go back in there. So I did, and I used the org maker, and that's the story. Now I need to go back in there so I can get the other shit that I missed. It wasn't intentional that these guys move in this, like, all together like this, the way they are, but it actually worked out really cool because they're machines and it makes sense that they would. And it inspired another area in the game, actually, which you've probably seen and I'll go show later. 2 rare things in the same Let's Play Legendary. Well, I was hoping to see everything, and I don't think anything in Answered Prayers is so rare that it's like actually most people haven't found it, except for maybe the Arrow world. I know most people, since it was added in only the final version of the game, I don't think many people knew Arrow world existed. And I can go back there later if anyone didn't see it earlier. Okay, he's not there anymore. That was just a little gag there. Just, you know, just a little gag. What's this? Oh, nothing's here yet. Yeah, that's right. There's gonna be something here. What's this one? Is this the same one that I was just in? No, this is this. I love all of the software that Pixel released with the original version of Cave Story. God bless. I love Cave Story. It's one of my favorite indie game things ever. Like it was one of the things that made me like want to make games, just in general. Because like playing Cave Story and being told by my friend that Cave Story was made by one person was like a formative moment in my life that I'll always remember. Where do I go? Oh wait, is it in here? No, is this where I came in? Hold on, there is a building somewhere. There's a building you can go. Charcoal Jackal says, I think this game being unfinished lent a lot to the mystery and ominous feeling. It's really wonderful. Thank you. The unfinishedness really is just me being not proactive and not being sure what I wanted to do. Oh my god. Where... Wait, it's not there. It's not that one. One of these ones. I'm not paying attention. Is it this one? No, it's not that one. Is it that one? No, that's the school. Yeah, no. Damn it, there's more in this world. Oh, I love Cave Story. Yeah. There we go. A lot of people like this area, I remember. Has kind of like a Super Mario Brothers 3 kind of vibe or whatever. Because like the parallaxing on the pyramid. I'm not sure what I was thinking of when I made it. Probably that. I don't really know if I was thinking of anything in particular. I wanted to make this side-scrolling part. I always wanted to include side-scrolling parts in this game. That was a thing I decided from the outset, because I wanted to have areas that were either like panoramic like that, or areas that were very vertical, or which I don't think I ever ended up doing, vertical areas. This is the area where we find the Looking Glass. I don't know if I've played the Looking Glass. Or have I? Who's that one by? So this little dude here, yeah, come here. There we go. Complete. That sounds familiar. That was actually what inspired the sudden side-scrolling sections, was Link's Awakening. I'm a huge Link's Awakening fan. One of the first Game Boy games, probably the first Game Boy game I really sat down and played. So Corins, interesting thing. This is, remember how earlier I was saying when I made this game, I didn't bother coming up with all new lore for it. I actually used some existing stuff just for the world I was making on my own. And that's what these guys are. They're kind of like little elemental people. They're like little elementals. I don't really know what else to say about them. I don't really draw them as much anymore. They're still in my world. They don't really have a big role like they used to. They used to be like kind of like the mascots of the world. They're not really anymore. So they are still there. It's just like basically it's like a type of creature I made that looks kind of like a furry Kirby with horns. Actually, I'm not sure why she doesn't have horns. I guess for a while they had ears instead of horns. I don't know. I never knew what I was doing with them. It's just like pronounced Corrin, I think. Corrin. Furby, Kirby, furry Kirby, whatever. This part was pretty fun to make. This whole area I made without planning it ahead. Like I just used the assets I had made from the town to make this part of the 8-bit zone. Hi, Cess. Corn is no place for a mighty warrior. What is this? Oh wait, I know where this leads. Well, yeah, okay, we can go here now. It goes up. This is another one of those maze-type places, but it's not as bad as the other maze. Which way? Which way? Dev commentary. I did make this. This is my game. I made it a very long time ago, and it's just a fan game basically, but it's okay. What's this? What do we find? Here we go. All right, I found the manor. It's a Yumeniki fan game, yeah. Here, I'll linger on that screen a little more. I gotta take off the sandals. They make everything too fast. So here's the manor. Another sadly unfinished area that just doesn't have anything in it, so you're not really missing a whole lot. I think I had made this before I started Homunculus, but not before I had the idea for Homunculus. This mansion is a bit different, but the Homunculus Manor does have a foyer kind of like this. I don't remember what all this was about. Nothing happens here. I can just tell you that. Nothing happens here. Nothing was really ever put here, but except for this song. It's very dirgy. Luigi's Florette's Manor. I can link it in a little bit. I'll show you guys. So Homunculus is the comic I'm working on now. It's what I put. Basically, when I stopped working on this game, I started working on my comic, and my comic is where I put all my energy into these days. And it has a few of the same themes, sort of, but it's a very different experience, you know. And my art has come a long way since then. And that's what I usually use this channel here This channel doohickey here I usually use for drawing that comic. And so if you're interested in watching me work on a comic, I'll be here tomorrow at about this time or earlier. And I'll just be drawing, because that's what I do. I'm terrible at keeping up with webcomics too. In fact, I didn't ever want to start releasing it until it was all done. But I just then I wanted to, because I was getting tired of not ever being able to share all this work I was doing. Here's a secret. Not sure if anyone ever found this one. Oh, thank you. Here's the spooky eye that shakes. A lot of people are surprised. I guess a lot of people didn't find this one. This one, kind of a secret, yeah. And I never gave any really indication it was here. It's kind of supposed to be hard to find. How dare you put secrets in this game? So you have to jump. I don't make it clear that you can do it, but you can. Sorry, I know it's. I mean, it's optional. It's not like you have to find that. It's, you know, a little Easter egg. Time to edit the wiki. Wait, no, we gotta get out of here. And nothing else here. I think that's all the Game Boy stuff. Let's just go back to the Nexus real quick. And I still haven't gotten the Halo. I want to get the Halo. The Halo is one of the first things I ever add to the game, and it's one of the very few prayers that you actually need to kind of solve a puzzle before you can get it. It's a very simple puzzle, but you know, in a game like this, any puzzle solving is, I guess, significant in some way. So you find this little area here, and it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4 flames missing from this ring of fire. Where could they be? There's one. The wall that brings anxiety. The gate that makes you go faster. That's not very Bomberman of you. There's a story behind that one, actually, Nidex. I'll tell it when I get there. What do we got now? Two more. Where are they? Oh, there's one. There's a story behind most of the stuff in this game, because I was kind of just throwing in anything I was inspired by at the time. It was really a way for me to just experiment and have fun and just add stuff I liked without worrying about really a consistent theme. And there are consistent themes in the game, but I wouldn't say that every single thing in the game is carefully considered. There's a lot of stuff I just, you know, I was like 19 or something. I was just like, that sounds cool. I'll throw that in there, you know. Oh, I'm back here again. You know, like the ice symbols. Oh, I just made them up, just right there on the spot with the world editor. Because the way RPG Maker works is you draw in, you build a tile set. And then you draw in your map into the program from the tile set. So your tile set is like the colors you pick from. So you would say you'd have the ice texture that you had made and the snow texture you'd made, and then you would also define how the edges behave. See how this one, like, you know, it gets rounded off at the edge, so it makes those kind of more natural looking shapes. You draw all that ahead of time, and then the program just lets you just kind of draw it like it's a tool. So you just draw these worlds out. That was one of the things I liked about RPG Maker, was that you basically draw the world. And, you know, that's basically like Game Maker too. If you use a tile set. Where's the other thing? Oh, right off the road. Oh, this was 2003. And sorry, I know someone else asked that earlier. This was RPG Maker 2003. Yeah. This is the exact version that Yuminiki was made with, because that was the version that was the game I was inspired by. That was the game I would like, you know, I would like open up Yuminiki and see how he coded stuff. Or she. Do we even know? Who's Kikiyama? Did anyone ever know who Kikiyama was? They're still a mystery, aren't they? I think it's hasty to just assume it's a male. So, you know, I don't know. who Kikiyama is. It could be anybody. So so this bus here is a reference to a real bus where a real person starved to death. It was one Christopher McCandless. His story is kind of interesting. Have you ever heard of the book Into the Wild, or the movie that was based on it? It's kind of like it's a true story. This guy burned all of his money, and he burned his ID, he burned everything, and he walked away from his car, left it in the desert somewhere, and he traveled throughout the United States and Mexico, and then he ended up in Alaska where he was planning to survive, and he did not. He ended up dying in this bus. This isn't necessarily supposed to be him, it's just a reference to that story. Who this is you know what, I don't know. This isn't a specific person. This is just you know, someone died. Here's their halo. Now you too can be Halo. However, halos don't mean the same thing in this world that they do that they would necessarily mean automatically, just in general. So people who have been following me working on that comic for a while might know this. There's a character in the comic that has a halo, and the halo does not mean that he is dead or anything. In fact, yeah, so let's see. Although that person was dead. Yes, that person there was dead. Have I gotten everything from the ice world? Have I seen everything in the ice world? Was there anything else there? Oh wait, now that I have the shovel, you can do something funny here. I'm happy that that part of the game turned out well, and I don't mean any disrespect to the real story of the real person. I just thought it was a really touching story, and it always really inspired me. Oh, because I read the book and I saw the film, and I was Mimi, my cat. Hang on, my cat is on the table. Yep, you gotta sit. You gotta sit. Sit. Thank you, narrator. Well, if you're interested in the world, like I said, that comic I'm working on, it's the same world, really. Mimi, stop. Sit. 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 You're good. Sit there. Sit there. You can't walk here right now. You can't walk right here. I'm doing a thing. It's my cat. That's Mimi. Yeah, so look what happens if you take out the shovel in this room. Since this room is only as big as this screen, it just loops. They can only ever get as far away from you as... See, like they're backing away from me on the top, but they appear on the bottom again because they can only get that far away from me. It's a weird... I love these small looping rooms. I have a few of them in the game. They're really fun to just like mess around with. I'm not going to be violent today. Not towards these ones. They're too cute. I can't kill them. Okay, I'll kill one of them. I didn't get any money. Oh yeah, and then they go back. Here. Don't pretend like you haven't done that too. Murder! They come back. Kind of. Just lots of F's in the chat today. Rip pacifist run. Murdler. When was Undertale initially announced even? Because I missed the initial Kickstarter for Undertale. I only heard of it when it came out properly, like entirely. Yes, there was actually Night Merchant. Thank you. I knew there was something else I hadn't found yet. Kickstarter in 2013. Yeah, this is older than Undertale. That's about the only thing. That's about the only thing I can boast about. Oh, thank you, Horseradish, Horse Sauce 69. Alright, so it's dark in here. You have to find your way in the dark for the first room. But it's okay, the first room is a really easy one. You don't want to have to go to the next room without the light. But it's okay, you get the light here. Check again. We'll check again! Alright, now have the light prayer. Your eyes become lights. Oh, he starts blinking after you get it. It's too bright for him. So you can see Florette now has a very stylized, kind of shiny eyes graphic. I always felt that that Undertale had it had a little bit of that spirit in it. You know what I mean? Like it had a little bit of that like Yuminiki fan game energy. This room. This is actually just the city music slowed down, and these can't hurt you. In fact, they can't even touch you. It's these googly eyes that are moving around in here. They just really like the dark. Oops, wrong way. Can be a little hard to navigate. To the secret lab! You know, BioShock is a game that I've barely touched, ironically. I always liked the idea of BioShock, and I always wanted to play it, but I didn't really get a chance to until probably like a couple years ago, when I built a new computer, which is now broken. But I played it, and I didn't actually like it that much, so... Like, I didn't like it that much as a game, I just liked the setting for it. I didn't like playing it. I didn't like the feel of the guns. I didn't like the way the character moved. I didn't like the feel of the combat. It was just my, just my opinion. I'm not really a shooter person, though. I'm bad at those. I'm very happy with the music in this area, though. Very soothing. Monochrome world, broken computers, eh? Ah, it's the motherboard. The grate makes that sound just because I had that sound, and I really liked it, and I was like, I want to use it. The music was made in FL Studio. I used the Citrus synth, but I didn't use any of the presets. I made my own, and I tried to make it imitate the soft sound of a song that I like, and I just kind of went from there, and then I added like the graininess over it too. You can actually go like into the art almost of these, not quite. I don't know why I'm wearing all this extra stuff. Yeah, it's kind of Boards of Canada-y too, isn't it? So this girl gives you the monochrome prayer, which won't look like anything in this area other than it'll just make me blend in with it. But if you actually use it, it turns the screen black and white for a moment. However, using it here actually makes it slightly colored for a moment, I think. It looked like it did. I don't know. Since this area is already in black and white, I don't know what changes it brings about. Citrus is really cool, but yeah, it's a little weird, and I don't know anything about synth making. So there's an interesting event that happens here if you kill her. Yeah. I don't want to do it, and I don't normally do it, but I'm gonna do it so you can see what it looks like. Oh, hi. No, here they come. Can we leave? Nope, nope, we can't leave. Oh boy. They double every couple seconds. Oh, they got me. back in the shrine. Except none of our prayers work. And the well doesn't do anything. And the shrine doesn't do anything either. Where's all the color? Yeah, that's the background from the maze. Oh, did you notice she woke up over here? It's like getting a taste of your own medicine, really. Oh shit, it still breaks. Oh no, you're not supposed to be able to use your prayers in real life. I was like, oh, they're broken! I got market gardened. I don't know what that means, but it's funny. Slap the other side of the room. Okay, I must have collected all the prayers because she's here now. So, what even happens here? Okay, she just tells you to leave. So after this point, there was supposed to be a new way that opens in the maze after she tells you to leave. And I never added it because I never finished the area. But there is going to be a new area, and I'll go show you where it would start now at least. There's nothing there anymore. Or there never was anything there, I mean, but... I'm sorry. It was... I bit off more than I could chew with this game. I wanted there to be like a whole story, honestly. Wait, how do I get there? I don't remember. Oh yeah, I gotta get into the... What's the quickest way to get there? I think I know the quickest way to get there. On and off for a couple years, I would add to it here and there. Oh yeah, there's also a clock world, and there's also the one with like the pink. In fact, you can get to that one from here. I forgot about that one. Thank you. And the clock world. Yeah, they're both from here. I need to go figure out which pipe will lead me there. Also, the gears were gray here initially. They were the gears in the background were all gray, but it made the area even a little too like colorless. I didn't want it to be that colorless. Where do I go? Testing. Hi, Bernix. Oh, thank you. None of the characters in this game will be in Homunculus and vice versa. They're not like directly related or anything like that. It's just they take place in the same world. So, you know, please don't expect that. Florette's not going to show up in Homunculus. But yeah, there's some lore stuff that is absolutely, they're absolutely in the same world. I wasn't sure if they were for a little while, but no, they 100% are, and I have a really good place for where this game, I really have a good idea of where this game takes place, where and when. Yeah, Florette probably will make a reappearance in something or other too. I don't have any intentions of getting rid of Florette. We don't know yet. It's a mystery. It's a spoiler. I think I can get some money off these. I don't think there's anything you can buy with money anymore. They used to need money to pay the Chimiko, the shoe repairer. And I'll have to download an older version of the game to even get that event, because that event is not currently in the game. This is one of the first songs I made for the game, though. Just basic FL instruments. Just one of them happens to make this really cool sound. Here's this one here. This was a world I added much later in the game, along with the music. And it was just based on this really creepy photo I saw of a bunch of clocks in the woods at dusk, and I was like, that's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I'm gonna dream about this, and now we have this. I'm happy how they all turn at like different speeds. Some are like stuck on 1 or 2 gears. Nope, wait, did I already go in here? I'm already getting confused. No, I came out of that one, right? Nope, there he is. He won't hurt you. He just wants to look. I just like to watch. Oh, this is a way into the maze, actually. So we killed 2 birds with 1 stone. There was going to be a clock that stopped all the enemies, kind of like the stoplight does. I don't think I ever finished it. I don't think I ever added it. I might have added a sprite for it. Like a portrait, I mean, but I don't think I put it in the game. I might have, like, drawn the sprite but not added it or something. Does this go anywhere? What the fuck? Why did I make this maze? Yeah, I'm sorry for the maze. I don't know what to say about it. It's not good. I didn't spend enough time on it. I spent a lot of time deciding how it would look, but not enough time actually making the maze to not be like terrible. What can you do though? Did you ever see any of the reviews of your game? I did. I saw NitroRad's video, and I liked it a lot. It was a really good video. I knew the maze had problems before he pointed it out, but yeah, he was right. The maze has some serious issues, and I would definitely change it. Now, what's this? What? Oh. Oh, you can still get up here. Okay. Oh, here's the broken Game Boy. There's nothing else up here, though. Wow, this is, I don't remember this. I forgot this was still in the game, actually. Yeah, we're on top of the park now. We're on the little landmass that's, like, above everything. Yeah, I like NitroRad. He's cool. And his videos are very nicely done. I was really flattered that he included my game in one of them. It was cool. I didn't think that was the point when I realized that Answered Prayers was like more popular than I had thought it was, because I didn't think there was that. I thought it was just, you know, like a few people from Yaboa-chan that knew about it. I didn't realize it was like it had become like one of the ones people know, like one of the fan games that people are, like, you know, familiar with off the top of their head. It was so weird. It's still weird to me. It's weird that there's like a tag for it on Pixiv. It still blows my mind. Oh my god, I'm so lost. Fuck this maze. We'll try from a different angle. I think that's just because I did it when it was like still a thing, like when it was like the community was really big and there was a lot of people were making games then. It's not the first one, no. There were a couple Western fan games before mine. I remember this because there was already a fan games board. Excuse me. Hold on a second. Alright, I had to make face noises. Yeah, so there was a whole fan games board already on Yaboa-chan when I got there. And you know, we would swap ideas, and there would be like a thread for each game that was being made, usually posted by the developer, saying like, you know, this is my game, this is where it's at now. You know, here's the first version, you can play it here. You know, and that's basically what we all did. And yeah, I was on there every day back in the day. It was good times. So I tried to keep up with everything that everyone was making at the time, but I quickly got absorbed into my own stuff, and then I just kind of. Well, the flowers here they're like an homage to Flow, to Top Flow. The way they're animated, I don't think I took anything from Flow like directly, but I think I animated them in the same way, where it's like they sway over and then they sway down, because I remember the flowers in Flow doing that too. And I spent a lot of time in those games just looking at everything and just like taking in the graphics and just kind of remembering like what techniques they used to animate the pixels, because I didn't know anything about pixel animation when I started this game. I didn't know how to do any of it. So I kind of, you know, I made all the pixels in GIMP 2.2, I think. Here, let's see where this one takes us. Well, let's go hit all the Chimiko. Oh shit, she screams. Oh, she's not the fast one. There's a fast one somewhere. Yeah, I think it's... Oh wow. Now we're way up high. Can't get down from here. GIMP is how I learned everything. All of my base knowledge about raster image editing in general comes from the GIMP. I just had to kind of teach myself. And let's leave now. Yeah, there's a lot of different ways you can do it. Alright, I had to go back to the city because I wanted to... I think there might have been something else I had to do there. Oh, and I have to eventually go back and see what triggers the eyes. I think it's after you unlock the door, the thing wakes up in the water world. I don't remember, because that was one of the first. That was like the first like spook event I ever added to this game, and it's probably one of the weaker ones. But it's still, you know, it's a part of the game's history, so I gotta go show it. Honestly, as confusing as my maze is, I don't still think it's as bad as the Yuminiki one. Even though that one has nicer music in it. I like the drone in that one more. But just in terms of like being confusing to navigate, I feel like the Yuminiki one is still the hardest one to navigate, for me anyway. What would I want to see in a new Yuminiki fan game? Not Yuminiki fan game. Honestly, I think if you have a Yuminiki fan game and you're making it now, then you know, keep making it. But if you have an idea for one, you can probably just use it for your own game. Actually, that's what I think. You don't have to, but you know, it's worth considering. Because if it's a fan game, it's going to always be kind of like tied to the thing. And where am I going? Oh yeah, down here. If it's not a fan game, then it won't necessarily be. So if you have ideas that are like inspired by a thing, but not necessarily like... I do, yeah, I have all the files. I have all of the everything that I ever used for making this game. It's all just in a big giant folder somewhere. There we go. Wasn't there another room? Hold on, wait, was there another room? No, I guess this is the only... Are there like any doors I'm missing? I don't know. And these types of screens that are like the pre-maze screen, this is very Yuminiki. Like this is just something I just like whole ass copied from Yuminiki. That type of that type of map there. No, not at all. You can reference this game all you want in your work, you know. Like, you know, it's not, this is a free game, and it's a piece of fan art really, and it, oh, here we go. Here's the now we're in the green maze. It's the same maze, it's just panorama changed. And there was going to be something that would happen after you changed it to green. You know me, I never did it. It's like my life story. Sorry, I meant to do that thing, but I never did. I will finish Homunculus, though. That's like my life goal now. I have to finish Homunculus. Oh yeah, I think there's a Floret sprite in Yumituki now. Wow. Or one of them there. I saw a Floret sprite somewhere. Oh, I'm gonna get killed while I'm like looking at chat. I feel like I'm the longest fan here since I just played Yuminiki, and it's fan games for the first time a couple. Oh, the youngest fan here, yeah. I mean, if you've played Yuminiki at all, you are probably not the newest fan, because there are probably people watching who don't know what Yuminiki is and don't know what this is. And that's fine. Hello. Welcome. You don't have to know what's going on. You're welcome here anyway. But this is it's a Yuminiki fan game, and if you wanna know more about it, I suggest looking up Yuminiki. Okay, this is somewhere. We're getting somewhere now. Oh my god, this maze. I didn't want it to be this dense. Or I wanted it to be dense, like visually dense like this, but I didn't want it to be so confusing. I just wanted this effect, this visual effect, without the madness. You can almost see what those characters are when you're going like this. You can kind of like almost read them, even though they don't read as anything. You can see what they are when you go sideways. I got a remake that wasn't very good. It was like a new version of the game or something. Yeah, it was kind of like, it was like a reimagining, kind of. Thanks. I like the visual effect. I just don't like how hard on your eyes it is after a while. And, you know, again, of course, I'm lost. I'm doing all of this just so I can find one single room that isn't even a new tile set. I've already been here. Oh, god damn it. I should have just opened this in RPG Maker and just clipped through all this. Oh, there's the color change girl down there. Probably not, because I changed it every time I updated the game. I think that's the one I need right there, that one. Every time I updated the game, I'm pretty sure I modified the map because I wasn't happy with it. Okay, here it is. So there's nothing in here. This little exclamation point sign, this little road sign thing here, was going to eventually not be here, and then you would explore the lower shrine, I guess, for lack of a better word. It would be a place that was like all dark, but with like rays of sunlight striking shallow water. And it would be like this kind of like, it'd be this place that was kind of, you ever seen the Animatrix? There's a part in the Animatrix where these kids go into this like abandoned building and there's like, the physics is broken there. So all this weird shit is happening, like things are like reversed, and like when you fall out the window you don't die because you just like stop before you hit the ground, and you know, that kind of stuff. They throw a bottle at the ground and then it like reverses after breaking and like is back together again, you know, like weird shit like that. It was going to be kind of like that kind of scenario where it was this sort of like ruined place. Lots of like harsh light and shadows. And it would be in that place that you would advance to like the next part of the game. I think I will go now. And well, here, let me get out of the world real quick. I'm gonna download one of the older versions of the game now to play around with like the debug room and stuff, because I remember that always being fun. So give me a second here, let me go find it. I'll play some more music for you for a minute while I'm looking for it. So anyway, let's see, where did I put it? On my Twitter somewhere. Florette.yolwilsite.com. I love that this website is still up. Okay, so we'll do the second release. I don't think there was hardly anything on the first release of the game, so it's not really like worth it to download and play. There might be you might be able to see the red area if you download that one. That might be the only thing that's like unique to that one before it became the green area. Okay, let's do it. 2.5 it's called. Alright, give me a real quick break here. I'm going to use the restroom, and I'll be right back. I'm back, and yeah, I have at least a drawing of her somewhere. Where is it? I think it's on my Tumblr. Let me take a look real quick. Yes, I do. And a song too. Okay, let's turn that off. Unused villain music. Or part of it, anyway. Okay, here we are again. Now let's play Answered Prayers version 2.5, because there's some extras in it. How is Norton open? I don't even have Norton. I don't use Norton. I use Malwarebytes and Windows Defender. Why am I telling you guys that? I don't know. Yeah, it's loud. It's loud. That's the volume for you. Hold on, I have to resize everything. Whenever I start one of these games, it opens full screen and it screws up the sizing of everything on my screen. Okay, so this is Answered Prayers version 2. Yeah, those are my initials. 2011, this one was updated, I guess. Maybe that's when I made it. I don't remember if that's when I updated it, when I updated this version last, or when I made this version. It will be, but who that character is, I can't tell you. And I wouldn't worry about it because it won't be revealed for like a really long time, and it'll be like some other story. I mean, it's not really who it is isn't really like. I hate to say it's not relevant, but it's going to be some time before it's ever relevant to anything. So I wouldn't like don't get like hype about it or anything. You know, it's. This is an earlier version of the game where a few things are different. Okay, it did still have this little cutscene here where it pans up and we see the shrine. Excuse me. The graphics here are partially from the RTP, by the way. Like these rocks, I think, are from the RTP. But like the wood in the shrine and stuff, I made that. But then the trees. You know, I made the trees too. I made those trees. You can even tell that you can see how I stretched them up there, like how flat they are going up. But the rocks there, definitely are part of the RTP, and like the grass. Oh, this one has different floor sounds. Yeah. This time, if we sleep, we should be able to reach the debug room. All right, here we are. This should be all of the different prayers here. Let's see. What do you give me? Oh, this is a kill test. Okay, there's the broken sandals. You'll have to get them fixed somewhere. Yeah, you initially found them in a different area. Increase speed, decrease speed, give me money. Oh yeah, I had a money. Spin! Debug room, woo! Here, let's go do that event with the Chimiko. That'll be fun. Lewd. No, it was, remember Earthbound? Or, what game was it? Was it Earthbound or Mother 1, where you go to like this like dream world where you're like a babby again and you're naked, and it's all like pure because it's like your subconscious. Oh, this is the Red World. Okay, we found the Red World. There's the old music and art from the Red World. It's just a spiral, yeah. Oh, and there's like blood everywhere. And this little dude, yeah, you can get him. Yeah, there he is. He's the first NPC I ever made. The Japanese Earthbound, yeah. Oh yeah, in our version he has like pajamas on or something. Silly. Yeah, I didn't know if I wanted it to be like that kind of game at first or not, so I was going for more of the horror thing at first. So this area is all spooky and it has these creepy head things. This is obviously kind of like very Gygus-ish with like the red spiral in the background. I think most Yumeniki fan game developers probably are also fans of the Earthbound series and the Mother series. Oh, who's this? Oh, he just stays glitched this time. That's funny. This is actually fun for me because it's like a trip down memory lane. I don't really remember much of what's in this version of the game. I'm trying to find the broken sandals though, and I know they're in here somewhere. This music. There's a head. There's more of these guys. Boom! I'm gonna hit them all. No, already have them. Right. That's why they're not here. I literally already have them. They're in this world somewhere though. That's where you originally find them. Now I need to go find the Chimiko. And that's gonna be tough because I don't know. How did you used to get to the city before the newer version? I forgot. I usually forget the pathways through areas after I change them. Magicant. That's the name of that place. Yeah, yeah. There was going to be a Magicant like place in this game where Florette kind of like she like, I don't know, like awakens herself or something. You know, she like comes to terms with her shit. I hadn't really like planned it out that well. I just knew I like that idea, and oh, that must be one I already glitched out. Yep, yeah, there's a few Zelda sound effects. Yeah, it wasn't like a lewd thing though. A long time ago, someone on Tumblr was like asking me about that. They were like, "This is creepy. Why is this here?" And I didn't really know how to explain because it was like a spoiler at the time, and I was like, eh. T-posing to assert dominance. I forgot about these bloody spikes here. Oh, that's why that's red in there. Yeah. I do think this is still the way to the city, although unfortunately, this area is like big. It's big, and it's I'm gonna lose my way here. So be prepared for me to be here just up for a while. But in the meantime, I can always answer questions. Peaches and cream. Yep, here we are again. Orange Julius land. Little like bumps moving under the whatever the surface of this is. I would love if Kikiyama did a dev commentary for Yuminiki. I would have a full transcript of that playthrough at the ready, like for the translation. I'm assuming Kikiyama doesn't speak English, but they might. There's very little dialogue in Yuminiki, and what little there is very much not in English. But who knows? Where is it? When I started making this game, I didn't really have a feel for how big to make the maps before they just become like unreasonably, unwieldy too big. Damn it! Woody. Yeah, the English translation on Steam is great. I played that one recently, and it's all there. It all worked great. It's the original game. It's all there, and it's installed very smoothly. So if you really want to play Yuminiki, it's free on Steam. You can just go do it right now. You shouldn't really have any trouble with it. Oh, is it worse than the fan translation? I don't think it's that good. Oh my god, what am I looking for even? It's too big, this area. Oh wait, there's the... Each one of these is unique, each one of these little candle things. So there's only one with 4 candles. What are the different translations? What are the translations different? Yeah, it has a few odd wordings. I know what you mean though, like names translated. Yeah. In the original fan translation of the game, there was some error where if you have the towel, effect in your inventory and you go into the FC world, it'll crash your game just because I don't think it had like the right, there was something missing there. But all you had to do was just drop the towel effect in the Nexus and then you can go on. And you don't get it there, so it doesn't really cause you to like, get stuck or anything. I like the original names of everything though. I like the original name for the Naparabo, unless did they change it? I can't remember. That's the one I like. And the next game I make will probably be called Naparabo. So. Oh, I found it! Faceless Ghost. Yeah, that's boring. Come on. And like Metamod. Is Metamod still Metamod, or they changed that one too? Oh no, I just realized. I got all this way. I don't have any money. I'm not going to be able to do the thing. God damn it. Well, we can see what's different anyway. Naparabo means faceless. Yes, there's the next game I make, the main character does not have a face. It's gonna be a thing. It's gonna be a whole like lore thing in the game. Yeah, there's a little dude in that window. This is the unfinished city. But somewhere in here, here it is. Yeah, there's a shoe store. Wow, there's like nothing in here. She's staring at your broken sandals. Ask her to fix them. Holding up 4 fingers. Let's see what happens if I say yes. I don't have enough money, sorry. Florat talks in this. Don't remember that. Yeah, so you had to go through all of this just to get the sandals fixed. No, I don't. No, I haven't even started it. It's like a possible. Whoa, there's nobody here. Weird. It's like a possible future thing. This door never went anywhere in this version of the game. I think it never connected to the thing. Got the sandwich. No, it won't be related to this really, and it's a long ways off. It's like I'm not ready. I'm not ready for that. That's the thing I'm doing now is my comic. Games are still a distant future endeavor. I think there's a unique area in this version of the city. I can't remember. There might be. Wasn't there like a laundromat area briefly? I can't remember. I know there was. I don't know if I added it or left it in the game for long. Yeah, I'll definitely put it on YouTube later. I'll need to make a new YouTube channel to do it. Okay, let's get out of here. I don't think I have, or maybe I have one? I don't know. I need to go back in there actually. Okay, so give me money. Shit. Okay, I should have 400 nat. Oh my god, I've got a lot of nat. Okay, never mind. I got 400 several times. Okay, so if I talk to her, she'll just give me the sandals, but I want to... Well, actually, hold on. I want to see where these go. Okay, this goes here, so I could test that event. That's funny. And then, You're basically just watching me play around with my debug room like I used to. The sound effects. Oh, why did I take this out? The debug room rules. You can't even go in half the buildings. Ding 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 ding. Okay, now we'll go get the shoes. got the broken sandals and money. Just gotta get there. And by get there, I mean I have to like not overshoot it. It's the ideal way to play the game, really. Even with the max speed, this frickin' area is so big. Look how long it takes me to loop over the area I was in. Sorry, I can't talk. Cannot talk. Okay, there's the entrance. Okay, let's see how long it takes me back to get back to the entrance from where I was. Yeah, it took that long at maximum speed. So this area is just, oh, it was right there. Jar chugging coffee. Yeah. Come on. Oh, this has different music here now. In the sewer. Oh, hey, you know what I never showed you guys is the spooky event, the eyes. But first, let's get the sandals. She's staring at your broken sandals. Ask her to fix them. She's holding up 4 fingers. She goes in the back. Broken sandals became tall Gaeta. Thank you. Now, watch her when I leave. Friendly Chimiko. She's like the friendly Chimiko who won't she just wants to help. Where's that damn I can't get out. I'm too fast. There should be like a secret area in here somewhere. Maybe not. Maybe I hadn't even added it yet, honestly. There's a lot that happened between this version and the next version, like a lot, and a lot of time passed as well. Anyway, yeah, the tall Gaeta will now make us go even faster, although, to be honest, you can't go any faster than I'm going, so what it'll do is nothing, and then when I take them off, it'll actually decrease my speed by 1. So see, now we're moving 1 speed slower, which is actually better. This is a more ideal speed to be moving at. Yeah, the one turning and it changes your menu style, yep. That's kind of what it was inspired by too, because note the music. The music is a rework of the title theme in the same way that the music in the Turingen menu changing room is of the Yume-Nikki's title theme. That's kind of what I was going for here anyway. It's been a blast to get the dev commentary. Cheers, everyone. Sorry for bringing this up from earlier, but about the mentioning the Earthbound thing of being nude and puberty, it's okay if I share with you guys on chat a certain interesting detail about that and why Ness was naked. Sure, actually, yeah. Yeah, go ahead. I'd be interested to know actually if there is some reason why. I thought it was like you know, like showing that he is like you know, he's like he has nothing to hide. You know, he's like vulnerable. That's the word I'm looking for. Vulnerable. Like he's just like in his purest state. You know. And it was just sort of like this, you know, like only in your, you know, in your deepest subconscious would your, you know, all of your guard, all of your armor be down. You know, it's just you. Nothing else. That's kind of how I always saw it, but you know, maybe that's just me. We got an incredibly censored version of the game. Really? Gotta go get the spooky eye guy. Oh yeah, and then the dark area used to be down here. You had to press down. So it wasn't even a door before. You just had to know that you had to press down and X here. Or Z or whatever your select button is. There we go, that'll come in handy later. Filled with God, Devil, and Hell mentions. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me too much. those things don't have exactly the same connotations in the same ways in Japan as they do here. So it's natural that they get used in a lot of Japanese media and then they get like edited or censored here, or they don't, and they become part of the fan speculation. I'm thinking of Hideaki Anno being asked about the religious stuff in Eva and being like, I don't know, it was cool. How do I get... Oh yeah, you can jump through there. Yeah, I forgot. I used to make people do that. I used to make people kind of like figure that out. Oh, this one you have to talk to the other one first. I'm gonna check what I'm gonna see if we have the Ikamusume in this version, or if it's the fucked up version where she doesn't have any tentacles, because that was actually completely an error. Putting together various elements that apparently make no sense in the English version. As is naked, there is an apple of enlightenment. Adjecant is called Eden. You fight snakes in it. Ah. Yeah, that makes sense. That's cool. So it's like, it kind of is what we were thinking, but there's even more to it than that, yeah. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but what I said still makes sense to me, so that's the way I choose to interpret it. I want to see what the tentacles look like. Tentacles. The thing you get it from was never different. Yep, we're Ikamusume! I was really into Ikamusume when it came out, and then I just... It wasn't actually that amazing of a show, no offense. It was just had a really cute character. I think nowadays, Ikamusume would make a better VTuber than, like, an anime. I mean, Gura is basically Ikamusume, just shark instead of squid. Yeah, he'll get you. And that's it. Yeah, that's the spook event. He gets you. This is random, but I remember playing Answered Prayers for the first time and loving it, so I look up your Twitter, came across your Discord, and was surprised to see you're still active on this day on social media. I mean, I'm not active in the Yuminiki scene anymore, but yeah, definitely. I'm always doing art. I never really stopped, actually. I just switched names a few times and went off to do other things. But I've always been making art. Just not games necessarily. Oh, okay. So in the old version of this world, the pipes are actually, you have to follow them. You can't just walk across them. So you every single one, and you have to press these switches too. Wow, I remember this. Why did I get rid of all this? I mean, it was a game where, you know, you take your time and you solve your way through the really? God damn it. Okay, we got them all. I think we got all of the things now. Can we go into the door? There we go, yeah, we got it. So you had to press those switches to get into this door before. Yeah, he misinterpreted it as a child, and he thought like a sex scene was some kind of like body horror. You know, I mean, like, you know, a little kid wouldn't understand what the fuck is going on, so he probably thought something really bad was happening, you know. And yeah, I can understand how that would frighten him. You know, big dark room, loud, whatever. You know, as someone who was traumatized by a lot of media as a kid, I don't think there's no other thing I can click on in here. The other guy isn't here anymore. That world wasn't added at this point. As someone who was traumatized by a lot of various movies and stuff as a kid, yeah, I'm not surprised. Some movies that traumatized me include The Mummy, because of the bugs, and The Matrix, because of the bug. And any movie where there were like bugs inside people was like a big like trauma point for me as a kid. Like, I was like fucking terrified of those. Yeah, the scene in The Mummy where the beetle like goes under the guy's skin is like, that was like, a part of me broke there when I saw that as a small child. and never recovered. I've been different ever since. And it's like, it's funny too, because I saw that scene again recently, and it's like, this looks so dumb. The scene is so stupid. Why did I get so scared of this? Bug's good, but yikes. Yeah, it was spooky times. How do I get out of here? I'm just trying to get... I'm just... Let me out! Yeah, I have no idea. Been too long. What? Oh, this doesn't do the same thing as it used to. That's right, the shadow used to make you turn invisible. Interesting. There we go, that's how you get out. You gotta go maybe this way? Maybe this way? Nope, not that way. What about the first? No. Fuck these pipes. If I ever make another game, it'll be gameplay-wise a little more puzzle-solvy than this, but it'll still have this kind of atmosphere of like just wandering around a strange world. Because this is still my favorite type of game. And I do play the classics on here every once in a while. I've played Ebe, I've played Off, I play Yume Nikki once in a while. What are some of Segawa's games? Hylics. I have played Hylics on my own, but not on stream. That's probably one I'll do soon, actually, because I want to play Hylics for myself again, because I only played it once, and then after I've refreshed my mind on Hylics 1, I can play Hylics 2, which I have, but I've only played like 2 minutes of. What else? Ebe is like one of my favorite games ever. I rank it up there with Yume Nikki. Almost. I need to decrease my speed. I'm too fast. Okay, that's... Yeah, I'll take that. That works. Yeah, that's good. There was originally I was going to have it so when you press the button, she sneezes and it's ink. Didn't I add that? I guess not. I thought I did. Fair There City, Endroll, and Walking on a Star Unknown. I have not played them. I haven't played any. Internet went down. Oh, no worries. Oh, yeah. The prayer makes more sense now. Yeah, the praying makes a lot more sense now that I think about it. The praying always seemed weird to me in Earthbound. In that part of the game. There's the shovel, we got the tentacles, Caracasa, the light. Let's see if any of these are different in this version of the game. That should be all of them. It is. Look at now she has a little hat on for the tentacle, for the squid. Shovel looks the same. Caracasa looks the same. It didn't have the little bleh yet though. Light looks the same. The Tallgeta were harder to get before, which makes them more valuable in this version of the game. It's weird that they want you to pray on Gygus since it's not very good normally. I loved I had so much fun making the food prayer that I added it and animated it and everything in one update. Like it was all part of just like one single series of just like, I'm gonna add this right now. This is a thing that needs to be in the game. For when I was really into this game, really into making it, I would pull all-nighters in a row. Like, you know, like for the underwater area, I made that over the course of like 3 days, just non-stop working because I was just so into making it. So it's hard to say Oh my god. But, you know, and then there'd be other segments that took me years and years and years just to do a single change. So it's just, you know, it's like one of those things, just whatever I was in the mood for at the time. Yeah, it's really fun, but then, you know, that's not me screaming, actually, no. That is another one from Freesound. Some crazy, like, murder scream sound effect I found. Sorry if I scared you with that one. That's why that's not really in the game too much anymore, because that one is, like, scares me. I should say most of Florette's little vocal noises are me. Is there anything in here? I think this is all the same as it always was. The maze is maybe slightly different now. I think that's just about everything, folks. I don't know if there's really much else. I think you've seen it all now. It's a small game. There's not a lot there. Oh, you know what? Let's go see what the maze in this game looks like. Although, how do we get to the maze in this game? The maze might not be in this version of the game, actually. But it looked different for a while there. It was just worse. I'm not going to go through the mechanical world again. Fuck that. Okay, we won't go to the maze area. Let's go to the ice area, though. I think something's changed here as well. That looks like again. I don't know if that was intentional or not. Probably not. Nope, she's still here. They're all still here. I think we've been mutuals for quite a while, haven't we, Night Margin? I feel like we have, like DeviantArt. Alright. Come get me. Ah! That's the fast one. Scary. Oh, look, we're in a big eye. You can barely see it, but it's like a big eye pattern. Right before I start Homunculus, yeah. Yeah, that was around the time I started it too, like late 2012, I think, early 2013. It's so cool too, because like One Shot is an awesome game. And when I first saw One Shot, I didn't know it was you who had worked on it and like done the art for it. So I saw it and I was like, this reminds me of like someone I know. I feel like I've seen this like art before. Like not exactly, but you know, like this art style looks familiar to me. And it's like, oh right, yeah. I am sad to say I never beat One Shot. I beat one mode of it. I beat the ending where like nothing happens at the end. Like you get like a scene. You make a choice at the end, and then if you load the game after that, you just get this one scene. And I was like, oh shit, I guess that's the ending I got then. And then I played the Steam version later on, and that version I got a different ending, but I never followed through with it. I think I had to replay the game to get the full ending. There was more in it though. I remember you guys added more to it for the Steam version, and I haven't seen all of the extra stuff in the Steam version yet. Yeah, Solstice, that's what it's called. Yeah, I first played the original one for the RPG Maker one, and yeah, I forget. I just got like the ending. Yeah, there's some extra stuff. I need to do that still. I need to go back and do that. Definitely. Ideas for next stream. Next stream will be tomorrow, and it'll be an art stream, and I'll show you what I'll be working on, because I'm pretty excited about it. I've been working on it for a little while now, and it's what I'm doing now. As soon as my thing doesn't crash. There we go. This is the most recent page of Homunculus. It's a work in progress right now. But this is what I've been spending my time on stream mostly doing. Yep, this is Sai. I still do all my art in Sai. I like it. It's my program of preference. Thank you. Callback. Psi1 even, yeah. I tried Psi2. I don't think it worked for me or something. I don't remember what was going on with it, but I'm still using Psi1. So, yeah, this is the next scene for Homunculus, and then I gotta rough these out. And Homunculus is a story about artificial people. And if you want to know more, you can tune in tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow at probably like 2 or 3 or something. Use Psi2 for everything. What does Psi2 add? It's like a perspective tool and a few other things. Polygon Lasso. That's pretty cool. I know a lot of people who use CSP. What does that stand for? Clip Studio Paint? I know a lot of people who use Clip Studio, and they say it's great. Just as good as Psi. I don't think there's anything else I can show you guys in Answered Prayers that I know of. That was pretty much it. It's forever unfinished, but the ideas won't go to waste. So. Yeah, a lot of people say they used to use Psi, and now they use Clip Studio. Yeah, I'll end it here, I think, but thank you everyone for coming. This is the most viewers I've ever had, and so thank you all for tuning in. This has been really fun for me as well. It's been kind of like a way to give some closure to not just myself but to others as well, and just to the game. Oh, hi, Otto. Yeah, anytime. I stream a lot actually. If you like the atmosphere of the stream here, you know, we do them pretty often. It's most weekdays I'll be here streaming art. Like I said, tomorrow I'm sure I'll be here around 2 or 3, around the time I start today, maybe a little earlier. It kind of depends. We have a Discord channel. It should be linked on the page. You're more than free to join the Discord server just to get a ping. There's a role you can give yourself on that server, and you'll just get a ping every time I go live. I'll send out one. You know, it's very casual. It's just, you know, it's just me. I just send them out. But if it's something you're interested in, you know, you're welcome to join. Oh my gosh, thank you for the subscription, OTL. Thank you so much, and thank you. Oh my gosh, there's so many new followers. What was the last one I named off even? It was a while ago. A Sleepy Pup. Poppy Pepper. Gibbering Eevee. Sulky Selly. Kuroi Hajime. Keep Me Excited. FXL61. Small Babby Ashberry. Q Jun Kun. Aren't you Picky's mod? Welcome. My Face When Bra, Cecilius Pyriel, Wat Doutel, Nerd Baron, Kodayuki, OTL, Molluscoid, Meow Back to You, Jokingly Ishing, Vampiros. Thank you all so much, and I look forward to seeing you here again sometime if, you know, something you're interested in. Most of the time it's just like kind of like a casual sitting around drawing, chatting, you know, just like an art stream kind of thing. Oh my gosh, thank you. TL, you throwing out some subscriptions. Thank you. Good day. Happy Sunday, everyone. This is yeah. Sorry, I'm a little camera shy. Not camera, mic shy, whatever. I'm the full scope of how many people are watching me is hitting me now. I'm nervous. It's usually like 6 people in here. There's like 57 now. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that'll do it for today, though. Cheers, everyone. Thank you so much. We're all ears. Well, this is the end, though. I don't think I got anything else for today. But like I said, yeah, you're welcome to welcome to come back. I'm always streaming. Be streaming tomorrow. If you join the Discord server, I'll put a link here too, just in case. Let me grab it. My Discord resized itself to some terrible size, and now I can't get it anymore. Thanks, RBG Maker. Okay, this is the link I need. Yeah, so if you're interested, here's the Discord server, and like I said, it's just like it's a small server. It's just for, mostly just for the notifications, but we also have like an art board. Hydration. Oh yeah, I need to drink water. Thank you for reminding me. There's a few extra boards for like music and art and just general cool stuff, but it's a pretty simple channel, and we just, oh my gosh, like 10 people just joined, so Bakkun's just like, welcome, 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 welcome. He'll just say welcome, just like on the general page anytime someone joins. Even he won't say who it is, he'll just say welcome. Thank you for all the people who just joined. And yeah, thanks in general for everything, everyone who's here, and I will hopefully see most of you later. So this is where it ends now. This is the end. Cheers. Here I'll play something to send you off. I'll play some. I don't always do this, but today I want to do it since it's kind of like it's like a special day. So I got a video for you as we sign off for the night. So good night, everyone. I'm gonna go drink myself a lake after all those redeems that you guys just did for Drinkwater. Holy shit. I'm not gonna do all that on stream, You're just gonna have to trust me that I'm doing it all after I turn the thing off. What the fuck? Alright, I'll down my whole bottle of water as we listen to this song, okay? Good night, everyone. Take care. Thanks so much. Oh, and the song is Bonnier. It's okay, you're okay. I'll link it here. Alright. See y'all. Good night. Take care.